I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You say it's true. Connect like me. And life is you and true.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to SoCal Exploring. There have been numerous rumors flying around the internet that lead Horror Nights fans to believe we will be getting a maze located in the Tram garage at this year's event. Although that's not the only rumor, as fans are starting to question the fate of the Terror Tram this year. Today we are going to be breaking down all these rumors and more about the different speculations for Halloween Horror Nights 2019. Before I start the video, as I say in every video, make sure to check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram, at SoCal Exploring on Twitter, and if you want to be updated on the latest theme park and haunt attraction news, then make sure to visit our website www.socalexploring.com and click that little button that says follow in the bottom right hand corner, then just simply enter your email and you will be notified every time we put out a new blog. The Terror Tram has always been a must-see attraction when attending Halloween Horror Nights and has definitely become a fan favorite over the years. But with the recent rumors, we could very well have no Terror Tram at this year's event. If there were to be an additional maze located in the Tram garage area, then the queue of the usual Terror Tram would be used to hold guests for that particular maze. Lines for HHN mazes tend to get fairly long and will definitely fill up a queue such as the one for the Terror Tram. This will leave no room for guests to wait in line for the Terror Tram itself. I personally don't believe that John Murdy or Universal are focused at all on bringing the Terror Tram back to Hollywood for another year, which really does stink because the experience has become so big at Hollywood's event, but time will tell and we will just have to wait and see what happens. We do have some news from our good friend Ken from Theme Park Access that they have been measuring and clearing out the Tram garage in preparation for construction to begin in the area. He has also provided us with a picture that was taken from the Curious George parking area, in which we can see stacks of lumber all piled up, which looks like the exact pieces they used to put together an HHN maze. Now why else would they just be having these random stacks of lumber by that backstage area? Well, maybe the rumors are true. But nothing is yet set in stone until Universal confirms the speculations themselves. As we look at an aerial view of the rumored location, we can see that there seems to be plenty of room to hold a maze. I went ahead and highlighted one of the possible ways of this maze being placed. My initial thinking is that the maze will be built not actually in the garage building itself, but to the side of it where there's a small little parking area, which would mean the facade would be slightly thinner and guests would continue to wait in line around the Tram garage, leading them to the maze. We could also look at the idea of the facade being towards the front and not towards the side of the Tram garage. That is just one of the possible ways that they may think about going for this maze. Now let's take a look at if the maze was actually placed in the Tram garage building. The facade would probably be somewhere towards the front, with guests still lined up in the parking lot area and guests exiting outside the back of the garage itself. And then they would have to worry about the Universal Express line as well, but I am sure that is a lot easier to plan than the normal standby line, seeming how since it is a Universal Express line, it's meant to be short and express, so it's just a straight line directly to the maze, compared to the normal standby line, which is more of a zigzag and they want to make sure to have as much room as possible for guests to wait. If we look at these possible outcomes side by side, both have a couple of pros and cons that we need to think about. The parking area idea would be a slightly thinner and more compact, and I feel like it'd be more clustered than anything, as there would be a maze right there and then the garage building that you can't move at all, so it'd be a lot more clustered and there'd be a lot less room to make a more larger scale facade than fans are usually used to with mazes. Whereas the actual garage can hold a much larger maze and facade, but would still cause the area to be slightly cluttered with all the guests waiting in line and exiting the maze at the same time. Overall, I think placing the maze in the actual garage building would work out a lot better, and it could probably hold something the size of the former Jurassic Park overflow queue location, and it can make the maze itself a lot more visually pleasing with the different lighting packages that they could set up in there as opposed to being in just a small tent. Like I said though, this is just a speculation and nothing is yet confirmed until Universal or John Murdy says so themselves. Although we won't have the Terror Tram anymore, I'll still be willing to make this sacrifice to have an extra Halloween Horror Nights maze at this year's event. Having an extra maze would be great. Over in Orlando, they have about 11 to 12 every year, and that makes me really jealous because they have tons of stuff to do over there, whereas over here, we usually only have like 6 or 7. So if we had a total of 8 mazes this year, that'd be absolutely amazing. We could also look into, is Murdy taking a break from the Terror Tram to kind of recuperate and try to make a very good Terror Tram for next year's 2020 event? Because the Terror Tram really hasn't been that good the past couple years. The ideas haven't been that great, it hasn't been that scary. So this is good if they want to bring back the Terror Tram in the future, that Murdy sits and thinks about it a little bit and see what he can do to make this Terror Tram like absolutely amazing. Plus, putting a maze in a brand new location that Halloween Horror Nights has never used before gives them an idea of how it would work for the future mazes. Possibly even 2 mazes in that area, one in the parking lot area and one in the garage. I know it sounds crazy, but it's worth speculating. It does give Universal a look on how the mazes will go, and I'm very excited for that because that means that they will start bringing that location back if they do decide to use it every other year. And they could probably find out a way to work around the Terror Tram and bring back the Terror Tram and the actual maze location. I'm sure Universal and John Murdy are thinking about all of this, but right now they're more focused on, is it going to be a maze or is it going to be Terror Tram? This could very well be the reason that we already have 3 mazes announced and it's barely the start of May. Though John Murdy recently stated on Twitter that we won't be getting another maze announcement until a little bit down the way, which disappoints fans a little bit, but we already got 3, so what can we do? The thought of having an extra maze this year excites HHN fans extremely, and we cannot wait to see if these rumors will come true or not. What do you think about the rumored location for an extra maze this year? Do you think it is a possibility? And if so, what maze do you think would be a perfect fit for that area? Let us know in the comment section down below. For more information about the event itself, visit www.halloweenhorrornights.com to keep up to date with all the latest Horror Nights updates and all that stuff. Make sure to check out their website, enter your email for email alerts, and they'll send you all that news and when tickets go on sale and such. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications to be notified when there's new videos like this one. Check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and SoCal Exploring on Twitter. You can also visit www.socalexploring.com for all the latest theme park and haunt attraction updates that you know and love. That does it for this video, everyone. Positivity is key. I love you all, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace. Everyone cashed out. They got the last